Hey, how's it going, everybody? Dylan K. Johnson here, and welcome back to another training log. Today is day 1 of week 8, and it's a maximum effort lower body day, focusing on a squat variation. As you can see, the variation is going to be front squats, and for me, I have a very hate relationship with front squats. A lot of people say you have a love-hate relationship with something. I hate front squats. Doesn't matter what day, how I'm feeling, I hate front squats. So I threw them in. Well, actually, my training just threw them in today. So it is what it is. One of the main reasons that I hate them so much is no matter what I do, I can never seem to get in a proper front rack position. And then the other issue I always have is I tend to feel like I'm going to pass out when I start loading the weight up. So I actually almost passed out 3 times during this workout. And I actually had to just let the bar drop down to the safety straps and then unrack the weight, re-rack the bar, re-rack the weight, all that crazy stuff. So I didn't bother including that in the video. But this, as you can see here, is the top set for this workout, 1 rep max at 110 kg, which is 242 pounds, something like that. Then I drop it down to 80% of that, and I hit an AMRAP set followed by 4 sets of 3 reps, again at that 80%. And like I said, front squats are just the bane of my existence. I absolutely hate them. No matter what I do, I've tried doing a ton of different things that I've seen online and different techniques and things to try and fix them or improve my form. And no matter what I do, I just I can never get comfortable performing them. I always feel like I'm falling too far forward, no matter how upright I try to be. I always feel like I'm losing the front rack position. I don't feel like I have the mobility to maintain the proper front rack position. You can see I'm using these figure 8 nylon straps, these webbing straps, in order to actually hold the bar kind of in that front rack position. But yeah, there you can see I kind of got out of groove again, fell forward, had to rack it onto the safety straps, but I was able to push it back up and just force my way through that last set there before moving into the 4th set. So yeah, front squats, absolutely hate them. I think anytime my training calls for front squats from now on, I'm pretty much going to replace them with either Zercher squats, which are pretty similar. They're a lot easier, but they're a lot easier to maintain the Zercher squat position for me, and they work pretty similar muscle groups. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Anyway, after that, moved into a superset between SSB, or safety squat bar squats, and belt squats, with the SSBs focusing on around 8 to 10 reps, trying to keep the motion continuous, try not to pause or rest too long at all during the set, just continuously go from 1 rep to the next, only pausing to catch my breath occasionally. But yeah, really just trying to hammer those quads. And with this, we're doing 4 total sets, so 4 supersets, going from the SSB squat into belt squats. Now, if you don't have an SSB, you can replace this movement with, say, walking lunges, or, walking lunges is a good one to replace it, or you could do Zercher squats, similar to front squats. The main target there is we're trying to hit the quads. And then after that, like I said, superset it with a sumo stance, a really wide stance, tempoed belt squat. And again, if you don't have a belt squat, something you can replace it with is a leg press, because I know very, very few gyms actually have belt squats, and a lot of home gyms don't have access to this kind of machine. You could always build one, which I will be doing a video here over the next couple weeks on how I built this, so stay tuned for that. I've definitely had a lot of interest in this guy, and it works really well. It's one of my favorite pieces in the gym, which is kind of surprising to me. But yeah, I'll be doing a video on this over the next couple weeks, so stay tuned for that, guy. If you guys want to see how I put this together, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when it drops. But anyway, like I said, superset, SSB, and belt squat, tempo belt squats, with this trying to stay wide, drive the knees out over the toes, and as I'm coming up, I'm hinging from my glutes. So I'm trying to squeeze and contract my glutes through the entire range of motion. Now, once I finished that, then I moved into 3 sets of heavy kettlebell swings, or moderate weight, not super heavy, but we're going around 12 to 15 reps. And there's a lot of different ways you can do kettlebell swings. For me, the way I use them, or the way I prefer to do them and what I use them for, is hip hinging. So you can see my legs are pretty much staying in the same position. I'm not squatting down very much, and I'm not bringing the kettlebell, or in this case, a T-handle, kind of a DIY kettlebell. I'm not bringing it up very high because I'm focusing solely on the hinging of my hips, driving through my glutes and my hamstrings. And then I'm actually also using my glutes and hamstrings to pull the weight back down. So I'm working both the eccentric and the concentric portion of the movement. So that's something to keep in mind with that, is you don't want to just let the weight fall. You really want to focus on driving through the top and the bottom. But yeah, 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps per set. Then we move into a core and kind of back tricep here. So I did hanging leg raises, about 8 to 10 reps, superset it with pull-ups around 8 reps or as many reps as possible. And then I went straight into hanging knee raises with a twist to work those obliques. And I did that for 3 total circuits, I guess is what you would call it, because I pretty much didn't rest at all between these. I just went back to 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 back all the way until I was finished. So really just trying to annihilate the core a little bit at the end of the workout, get a little bit of high intensity in there, get a little sweat going, and get the heart rate up before finishing. So that was the maximum effort lower body workout today, with a little bit of core thrown in at the end. Let me know if you have any questions down below. If not, hopefully you guys liked the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, yeah. For the record, for the record.